Good morning. Do we have all of our graduates here? Excellent. So welcome to the 2021 Borromeo Academy 8th grade awards ceremony. Before we get started sharing the awards that our scholars have earned this year, I'd like to share a thought to our graduating class of 2021. First, I want everyone to close your eyes and picture a big glass of ice-cold water. In your imagination, I want you to drink half of the glass of water. Can you taste the water? Is it refreshing? Now focus on the water in the glass. It is about halfway up in the glass. A positive person might say, this glass is half full. A negative person might say, this glass is half empty. A realist might say, some water is better than no water at all. A psychologist might ask, how does the water in this glass make you feel? What I want to know, as a scholar graduating from Borromeo Academy, what do you think Jesus would do if he saw this glass? WWJD, what would Jesus do? Jesus would probably pick up the glass and use it to teach a lesson about living life in the grace of God. He would say, your heart is like this glass. Your heart is like a container that can be filled. And since your heart is the center of your life, whatever is in your heart will determine the quality of your life. The water in the glass can be love, honesty, and peace. If it is, your life will be lived in love, honesty, and peace. And since birds of a feather tend to flock together, some people in the world will be attracted by those qualities. They will want to be in your company and share in your life. Now, the water in the glass can instead be hatred and anger and self-centeredness. If it is, then your life will be full of hatred, anger, and self-centeredness. And since birds of a feather tend to flock together, some people in the world will be attracted by these qualities, and they will want to be in your company and share in these qualities because they too have similar ones. Now, whether the glass is half full or half empty isn't as important as knowing the glass can always be refilled. And like the glass, the human heart can always be refilled. When you feel like your heart has been drained of love, it can be refilled with love. When you see your level of patience or tolerance or forgiveness is getting near the bottom, you can refill your heart with patience and tolerance and forgiveness. Jesus says, I will refill your heart with all that is good. If you examine your heart, find something there, and you find something there that is hurtful to others or dragging you down, you can empty your heart of these and then let me refill your heart with what is life-giving, redemptive, and virtuous. This, I believe, is what Jesus would do and say if he saw the glass. Jesus is the light that overcomes darkness. Carry him with you, graduates, in your hearts. Listen to his voice. Follow his path. He knows the plans for each of you. You need to trust him. So we do have several scholars who were awarded different scholarships. As we call these different scholarships, please stand to be recognized. So our first scholarship that we want to recognize is called the Ward Family Scholarship. It's an annual renewable scholarship to a St. Pius High School student. And it will be awarded to a male entering 9th grade to St. Pius X from Necco Raiders Football Association. And this scholarship is awarded to Mr. Giorgio Termini, who is going to St. Pius X. This is a $2,000 yearly scholarship that is renewable. So Giorgio, please stand. Next, we have another $2,000 scholarship going to a St. Pius X student who has been awarded this from the Northland Warriors football team, Mr. Jack Holtz. Please stand, Jack. We have two 8th grade scholars who are receiving the Edmonds Music Scholarship from St. Pius X. This is a $500 scholarship that is renewable each year, goes to one female and one male. Please help me congratulate Elizabeth Wassinger. And Patrick McWilliams. St. Pius X High School would also like to recognize the following scholar for her outstanding scores on the high school placement test that was taken this past January. Please stand and be recognized. Miss Jessie Vu. Jessie is receiving a $2,500 scholarship that is renewable for all 4 years. So congratulations, Jessie. Mrs. Pruitt, can you come up here, please? Yep. Mrs. Pruitt is going to help me. We do have some other certificates that we want to pass out. And we also have these lovely rosaries that were given to us by our Knights of Columbus to pass on to each one of our graduates. So Mrs. Pruitt, if you will give, girls get a white one and the boys get the blue one. Yes. So Borromeo Academy is pleased to award our 8th grade scholars with the President's Education Award. So when your name is called, please come forward for the Outstanding Academic Achievement. Vita Ann Casconi. Jack Holtz. Ulysses Jimenez. Joseph Van Dyke. Giorgio Termini. The following students are receiving the President's Education Award for Outstanding Academic Excellence. Laureen Badu. Eileen Berg. Joseph Bodino. Elizabeth Caraway. Lizbeth Chavez. Patrick McWilliams. Sophia Miller. T. Wynn. Gianna Nigro. Ireland Riney. Isabella Stang. Jessie Vu. Elizabeth Wassinger. Thank you, Mrs. Pruitt. Our next award is for the Richard J. and Margaret L. Walter Scholarship. I'd like to welcome Terry Walter Boytel. Is that right? Close? to the stage to announce the winner of this award.
Good morning. I am Terry Walter Butel, the oldest child of Rich and Peg Walter. I'm here on behalf of my parents in heaven and my 6 siblings to announce the recipients of a $500 scholarship to St. Pius X High School. This is the first year it is given in both our parents' names. Today would have been their 65th wedding anniversary. Our parents sacrificed, just as yours have, so that we could have an excellent education, and they were models of service to St. Charles Parish. Like our parents, these students, chosen by Borromeo Academy teachers, have demonstrated a commitment to service to their school and community. And the first recipient is Elizabeth Caraway. And the second recipient is Joseph Van Dyke.
Thank you, Terry. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Al Babbage, who is here to present the Polito Scholarship. And it looks like Missy's here too. Is that right? Yes.
Lose my hearing aids. I'll just put them in my pocket. Hi, my name is Al Babbage, and I graduated from St. Charles in 1962 and St. Pius X in 1968.
Good morning. I'm Missy Petit-Little, and I graduated from St. Charles in 1997 and St. Pius in 2001. And Al and I are here today to present the Ted and Mary Lillian Polito Good Citizen Scholarship. Ted and Mary Lillian Polito were lifelong residents of Kansas City and were among the founding families of St. Charles Parish. They were staunch advocates of Catholic education, and through their sacrifices, their sons were able to attend St. Charles Grade School and St. Pius X High School. More importantly, Through their kindness, generosity, and personal involvement, they stood out each day of their lives as examples of what Catholic education strives for. So it is fitting that in a parish where they lived for more than 40 years, a few young, good citizens might attend St. Pius X High School, and that the financial burden for them and their families might be lessened in honor of Ted and Mary Lillian Polito.
When Missy says founding, they were here before this church was here. So they were here when they were saying Mass over at the chicken restaurant over here. As you see, there were tremendously a lot of deserving students, just all the awards you're seeing coming up right now. This was an excellent class. We had 7 candidates, and those candidates, they submitted their resume. They wrote a essay on the value of Catholic education. They had 3 letters of reference, and they had an interview. Does anybody know what that sounds like? A job interview, yeah. I wish I could tell them that was the only time they'd have to go through that, but so because there are so many award-winning scholars, this doesn't happen hardly ever. But we wound up selecting one scholarship winner for the $2,500 that's renewable. But we also selected 2 $1,500 scholarships, and we called this, let me read it so I don't get this wrong. We're calling this, and it's a one-year scholarship, one-year award. It's the Honorary Ted and Mary Lillian Polito Good Scholarship. So, I'm sorry you put a microphone in front of me, and the winner of the Ted and Mary Lillian Polito Honorary Good Citizenship Scholarship or Award is the first winner is Jesse Vu. The second winner of the Honorary Good Citizenship Award is Elizabeth Wassinger. And the winner of the Renewable Ted and Mary Lillian Polito's Good Citizen Scholarship is Ireland Riney. You parents did a great job. You have some fine students here. Thank you.
Next, I need, we have some 8th graders that have something for Father Don. Is Father's back? I see him.
To our parents, teachers, and visitors, we wanted to thank you for being here to share in our special day. We would like to take a minute to thank those who have helped build our Catholic foundation that we will take us with us as we go. Thank you to Dr. Hobson, Mrs. Pruitt, Mrs. Wegging, Miss Mulvihill, and Mrs. Nick for leading us through our 8th grade year. You have done so many things to help us make it special during this pandemic, and we are truly grateful.
Father Don, thank you for helping our parish community in saving our school and creating St. Charles Borromeo Academy. Thank you for teaching us our faith and how to pray. At the May crowning last week with our kindergarten class and over the Mother's Day weekend, you shared the prayer your mother taught you so that we may honor our Blessed Mother, lovely lady dressed in blue. It's such a special prayer, and we appreciate you for sharing it with us. As our gift, we ask that the school accept this picture of our Blessed Mother Mary with the infant Jesus to hang in our school's chapel. This plaque will be placed beside it with the words, "Lovely Lady Dressed in Blue," engraved on it, and along with the words, "In honor of Helen Spire Farnan."
That was wonderful, and that will be so nice, such a great addition to our chapel in the school. Thank you very much, 8th graders. I want to give us just yesterday, I'm a data person, I love data, so in my free time I started just figuring some things up about our graduates this year. So we have 18 scholars, 12 girls and 6 boys. Our scholars are attending the following high schools. We have 11 scholars headed to St. Pius. Please stand if you're heading to St. Pius. Remain standing. We have 3 scholars headed to St. Teresa's Academy. Please stand. We have 1 scholar headed to Rockhurst High School. We have 2 scholars headed to Staley High School. And 1 scholar headed to Liberty North High School. Remain standing, 8th graders. We had 8 recipients of a monetary scholarship out of the 18 students, which is 45% of our graduating, I almost said seniors again, graduating scholars, for a total of $38,000. That's amazing. You all can sit down. All right, this is the end of our awards ceremony. 8th grade parents, I have a little sign-out sheet. I have to be legal about all of this that I'll have in the back. Mrs. Pruitt, can you take that back there? And if you are taking your 8th grader with you, it's a beautiful day, so I hope you all get to go have a great lunch and enjoy the outside, because this is one of the last days before like a week of rain, I think, is headed our way. Please make sure you sign them out before you leave the church area. Last question, 8th graders. What time tomorrow? 4 o'clock. If you show up at 4:03, you may miss the group photo. That's right. Parents, Read Photography will be here tomorrow. We're going to start right at 4 o'clock with our group photo. The weather's supposed to be nice, so I assume we will be able to be outside on the steps to take our group photo. They will also be able to take individual shots after the group photo. We will take pictures until 4:50. And then at 4:50, we'll stop so that we can get everybody seated in the church and get our 8th graders lined up. Each 8th grader will have a pew, and the pew will have the 8th grader's last name on it, so family members will know exactly where to sit. tomorrow, but this has been a great year. I know it's been a little different because some of the normal things that 8th graders participate in, we weren't able to do. But hopefully we've made it special, and they are an amazing group of scholars. I've enjoyed getting to know them. We've had a great time at the retreat last week and the volleyball. Okay, Joey, 8th grade 1. Where are you, Joey? That's all he wanted me to be able to say is 8th grade 1, the volleyball. It really was a tie. 7th grade won one game, 8th grade, but Joey, I'm saying it, it's going on the record, 8th grade 1. Okay? All right, so thank you very much for being here. 8th graders, enjoy this time with your parents, and we will see you at 4 o'clock sharp tomorrow in the gathering space. Thank you.